City of Tshwane has issued 38 dismissal letters to striking workers affiliated to the South African Municipal Workers Union. Employees have been protesting in recent weeks over the Metro's decision not to grant them salary increases because it's simply too broke to do so. SAMU's General Secretary is Dumisani Makakula, who joins us tonight from Kroonstad in the Free State. A very good evening to you, sir. I'm grateful for your time. So 38 dismissal letters, and the city says more are on the way. Are these workers basically as good as gone, fired?
Yeah, look, we haven't seen 38 dismissal letters in the City of Tshwane. What we have seen is over 90 of the intention to dismiss. The letters were issued, and those members who received letters brought them to the union. And we have been investigating today as to who received letters of dismissal. But besides that, we take it seriously that the city is taking this action against employees who are raising the issue of the payment of the outstanding salary increment for 2021 and also 2023.
So you have been investigating, you say, today, and what have you found as far as the workers who've already been notified of the intention to dismiss them? And what did they do? Because there were more than 38 people, for example, more than 100 people who were out on the street when the strike began. So why them specifically?
Well, look, we don't know why specific individuals were targeted to be given these letters. And we have responded for every letter that we have received. We have responded and we are defending our members. But the situation in Tshwane is that employees and members of SAMU report to their depots on a daily basis. But from time to time, when there are briefings that the union wants to give to the members, they will then gather outside the Tshwane House. And that's what the municipality then views as a continuation of a strike. But we have evidence that employees report at their different depots. The other fact to it is that in some of the depots, employees are not able to work because the city has withdrawn the tools of trade. For example, buses were withdrawn by the city by the 24th of July already. So the bus drivers would go to work and they're not able to deliver any service because of the stance that has been taken by the municipality. But we are making a call on a daily basis to all of our members to report at work as and when their clocking time comes. But when we need them for a briefing, we then call them.
How does that work? You say they must report to their depots, but when you need them for a briefing, then they must do so. Are they reporting to the depots to actually work, or are they going there to stage their protest and then wait for updates from you?
Every employee who goes to work goes there to work, to be given instruction and to be given the tools of trade. What is frustrating is where the employer has taken away tools of trade and doesn't allow them to operate. But those who are allowed to operate daily. Yesterday, I was in one of the depots. We had a meeting there, and employees were at work. We found them there. We left them at the workplace. So there is no truth to the fact that employees are not at the workplace. In the fire services, the city has even now appointed more security to secure the employees who are SAMU members who are at work. And we must also mention that intimidation on employees comes mostly from the service contracted by the municipality. They call them as and when contractors, they give them and they create circumstances for them to operate in the city. Those people easily intimidate municipal workers because they want to invoice the municipality and they are allowed by leadership of that municipality.
I'd like to read you a line from the City of Tshwane statement. It says this, that the city also issued 89 dismissal letters to electricity switching teams of regions 1 to 6, except Region 7 over the weekend. That was for failure to perform their duties. The electricians, according to the City of Tshwane, claimed that the reasons why they failed to execute their duties was because of intimidation by striking colleagues. They were given a deadline of 1 o'clock today to give written responses in relation to alleged acts of intimidation and to identify those who allegedly intimidated them. So the nub of that is that your striking workers are still accused of intimidating workers, and there were also those scenes of violence that we saw right at the beginning of the work stoppage. So are your workers still being violent and preventing others who want to work to do so?
Yeah, maybe let us stick to the letter that is written by the municipality. It says to our members should tell them who is intimidating them. We are also waiting for those answers so that we know how to protect our members who are at work. So the letters that members received are an intention to dismiss. It's either you tell us who is intimidating you or we dismiss you. No process of a hearing. Members are not allowed to put their side of the story to prove that they are at the workplace, but they received these letters at the workplace. So we still don't understand. We went to court. We appeared before judge on Monday where they said the union is in contempt of court. We are not complying with the interim interdict, and court dismissed because there is no evidence that there is any intimidation from SAMU. There is no evidence of a contempt of court, and we still don't know where these letters are coming from, except to say we know that the DA is intending to reduce the number of municipal workers. That's within their own resolutions. We know they believe that municipalities have overemployed, and we also know that the City of Tshwane has been paid by Treasury 1.9 billion. So by the time that we went to march for the money that they should pay towards salaries, they were sitting with 1.9 billion in their account on equitable shares, and they still claim that they don't have money.
Well, the city says it's got so many priorities and so many things where it needs to balance the books and ensure that it's able to meet its commitments. And as far as salaries, I remember speaking to the mayor, Saleha Brink, who was saying they would love to pay increases, but they simply cannot afford to do so. Now, you told us earlier that your members are back at their posts where they are able to work. Is that SAMU conceding that ultimately the longer you stay away does not guarantee that you'll get an increase, that in fact the increase is not coming at all?
Yeah, you see, the increase is not the main issue. Let's tell you where the priority of the municipality is. The priority of the municipality is to pay their own service providers, contractors who are doing the same work that municipal employees are doing. They have paid 1.2 billion to Altron and Akani for asset management, and they are wasting money there. And in the center of this thing is not about the salaries of employees. In the center of this thing is about quality service delivery that should go to communities. Currently, the City of Tshwane has not been providing quality service delivery. Tshwane is going to become like Cape Town, where you have a city that looks clean and all the townships are dirty. And this is what the citizens are being subjected to. Okay. Not from the 26th of July. It has been continuing since that municipality has been under that leadership.
Dumisani Makakula, General Secretary of the Municipal Workers Union. SAMU, good to speak to you, sir. Thank you for your time.